Today, I'm going to be sharing with you how I helped this busy mom lose over 20 pounds in 90 days, healing her gut from severe digestive issues. She had such severe yeast infections to where she had to be on medications for over 10 years, which was starting to affect her liver, and her hair was even falling out because of it. And then on top of that, our body was starting to hit menopause. So she was struggling with that stubborn belly fat, chronic cravings, the hormone imbalances, fatigue going on. And she was trying all the things: keto, low carb, fasting, cutting the calories, doing the cardio, but still could not lose the weight. She's going to be joining us today, and we're going to be going through everything that we did with her diet, training, supplements, all of my top tips for healing your gut, balancing your hormones to master your metabolism and lose fat. If you've been struggling with stubborn belly fat or gut health issues or yeast infections or fatigue or have any type of question on fasting, this is the video for you. And if you're new to following me, I'm Elizabeth with Elizabeth Ayler Fitness. I have my 4-year degree in kinesiology, CSCS. I'm a holistic nutrition consultant, GAPS practitioner, and FDN. And I have helped over 1,000 women build muscle, lose 5 to 40 pounds of fat with zero extremes with my 90-day whole body transformation program. I've also had my own transformation as well. I was overweight, underweight. I had chronic health issues, severe digestive issues, hormone imbalances, thyroid issues. And when no one could heal me, I ended up healing myself. Make sure to like and subscribe. I got new videos every single week for you on gut health, hormones, fat loss over 40, and your one-stop shop for everything on health and wellness.
Okay. All I want you to do is share your story. So a lot of women that actually come to me have a lot of the yeast infections. They can't lose the weight. They're doing all the supplements. So just hit your pain points of the big things with yeast infection, the bloating, what was different.
Before working with you, I had been trying to lose weight for years. I was able to drop a few pounds, but then I would gain it right back. And it just was like this yo-yo dieting that it was just such a struggle. And I had a lot of bloating. I had a lot of constipation. I had a lot of discomfort and cramping that just kept getting worse. And like you had mentioned, had issues with candida and was given a medication that I should have been able to take maybe once or twice and be done with it, but it got to the point where I was taking it weekly. I think it did a lot of damage to my body, and I think possibly caused me to have elevated insulin levels. The doctor said I was pre-diabetic, which I had no idea of either one, honestly. It was something that kind of came as a surprise. It's kind of one of those things that I guess until it gets really bad, you don't notice it as much. I really feel like those things really kind of probably kept me from losing weight as well. I was having a lot of stress and anxiety, and overall just felt like I needed to heal my gut. And I was doing a lot of things to try and do that. I did a parasite cleanse a couple times. I did the yeast cleanse, all of it, and just didn't really get the relief that I felt like I needed. So I had been kind of following you for a while, just saw your story and how you struggled personally, and just with your knowledge and educational wise and how smart you are with all of that. And then personally, the things that you were able to figure out and overcome yourself, I felt like you would be the perfect person to kind of help me just figure out what would heal my gut. So
thank you so much for sharing a little bit more about your story. And with you, it was so much more. You came to me and you're like, Elizabeth, I've been on this medication for the yeast infections for over 10 years. I feel like it's affecting my liver because, guys, liver is your detox organ. And if we have our liver overwhelmed and then we're not having the right gut bacteria, all of those are needed for even conversion of our thyroid, which runs our metabolism. So when I look at weight loss, which was a big goal of us,
yes,
it's not just about the calories in versus calories out. We're like, okay, we're not going to the bathroom. We have to take a lot of things to even go to the bathroom. We're having all these yeast infections. You were doing all the supplements for years. And I would love for you to talk about that. I know you were taking, is it Isogenics?
I
And
had success with isogenics in the past. Obviously, it was prior to me getting on the medications and kind of going down that whole path. And I had been able to lose a little bit of weight with that previously. So I felt like, that I had success with it. That should be what all I need to heal myself and be able to lose weight and do everything. And I did not find any success with it this time around, and it didn't heal me. And it just seemed like things were spiraling out of control and kind of getting worse. I do love the products. I did take a lot of supplements from them. They have a lot of great things, but I just think for me, it wasn't the right thing at the right time.
I think the big thing is when we have all these gut issues going on, hormone imbalances, that low energy, we have cravings, we can't poop. We always want an answer. We want a fast fix. A lot of women, we go towards supplements and everything. But a big thing that I've learned on my journey too is that sometimes less is more. And until we get down to the root cause of why we are having these symptoms leading us to not feel good and be in a state of dis-ease, inflammation, we actually have to get down and say, hey, this is what's happening. Let's correct that versus let's take a supplement for energy or this to support here, because we're kind of just throwing things at the wall. And I know a big thing with you was you wanted the weight loss. And I told you, hey, we're going to focus on the gut because we were on lower calories. We were kind of just hitting that mark of being close to 1 year of hitting that menopause mark, and we were having these body changes. And I would love for you to share a little bit more about, before we started, those specific kind of struggles that you had more so on the gut and the weight loss in terms of what you tried, what worked, what didn't.
I was trying the isogenics. I was very consistent with the shakes and the protein bars, and I was trying to get enough fiber, trying to get enough protein. I know those are important key ingredients. I just don't think that I was getting enough through that avenue. I just think going to the doctor and expressing my concern about the candida and the issues that I had with that. I had tried to get off the medication several times and was not able to do that. It was frustrating for me. I went to a couple of doctors who just didn't really offer me much other than medication. It kind of made me feel like I was on my own a little bit and struggling and not really sure where to go or what to do. And that's when I reached out to you, and it was like, this is my only hope, basically. Like, I hope this works. And it did. But yeah, honestly, within about 2 weeks of basically eating better, you kind of basically eliminated everything. You started from ground zero and just kind of built back up what I was eating, what I was supplementing with, all the things that I was putting in my body. You were showing me what I needed. Honestly, I thought, I feel better. Within a couple weeks, honestly, I felt better, and I thought, I'm just going to try going off the medication and see what happens. Said I had tried that before and didn't have any success, but this time I have been off my medication for almost 4 months now. I know.
And how many years has it been since that?
Oh, it's been
Right?
forever. I can't even, exactly. It's been a ridiculous amount of years. And honestly, until I actually talked to you about it, I didn't realize exactly what I was doing to my body. The doctors didn't really explain. I knew that there were some liver concerns that they had, and they tested, everything looked fine. They really didn't go into any other detail of like what I was actually doing and how I was harming my body by staying on this. I guess maybe because they didn't have an alternative, they just didn't say much. So it was a little frustrating, but so exciting to know that I'm on the path of healing and feeling better and doing better, and all the things that the medication did to me, hopefully I can reverse that.
Well, I know a big thing too, and we haven't had any yeast infections once we stopped it now, which is huge. But I know you mentioned that even the medication, because everything that we take always comes with a side effect. What I realized is when I went to the doctor, if I wasn't in the book and they had a test, every person that comes to me, they've done the colonoscopy, the endoscopy, they've been on the Miralax, the Ducalax, maybe the Linzess, they've been on the acid blocker, which actually lowers your stomach acid, which denatures protein and kills off bad bacteria in the gut. So we're not what we eat or what we absorb. But if you don't have a actual, this is going on, and they structurally see it and you fit in the book, I get a lot of people come to me with a blanket term of IBS or Miralax and Ducalax when we really need to look down. Why are we having these issues? But my whole point, switching back to it, is your hair was actually starting to thin, and you said fall out, and you didn't even realize it until we started working together. And how's your hair now, since we really focused on healing your gut, where we absorb and assimilate the nutrients?
I feel like my hair is doing better, less of it is falling out, in my brush when I brush my hair. It's feeling like it's doing better. But yes, like you said, I didn't even realize it until I saw a picture of myself from behind, how thin my hair had gotten, especially the last 4 or 5 inches. I ended up having to cut my hair pretty short just to make it look halfway thick. And it still has a lot of the short hairs growing in, but I feel like it's going to be the thing that I need to help my hair get thick and healthy again. And maybe I can grow it longer again. And I'm really excited about that too. So,
Happy new growth is always a win. And I want to throw this out there. You were doing the collagen shots every day. You were taking all of
mhm,
the stuff, but
yeah,
people don't
yeah.
realize that when it comes to our health and our vitality, when you're coming to work with me, we're focusing on how can we get you in the healthiest place of your life. That's where
Mhm,
we're absorbing and assimilating our nutrients. You have your energy back. Our hormones are balancing out. We're working
mhm,
on your stress, your sleep, so that everything just fits together and you wake up and your day just kind of falls in place and you feel great doing it. And it's just not about the supplement, because you were taking the supplements, but
mhm,
our gut, because of all of the
mhm,
medications and everything that we were on and all of the aggravating, I know we were having certain triggers from ingredients and stuff in the supplements, but
mhm,
my whole point was you were taking the things, but because our gut wasn't in that health, we had the damage to the villi, the leaky gut. You weren't
mhm.
actually seeing the difference with the supplements you were taking.
Yeah, exactly.
And less is more. We go
I
for it.
know. And I had no idea, it's almost a waste of money, when you've got this thing over here that's hurting you, and then you have this thing over here that you're trying to take to help you. It's just fighting against each other, and it's just nothing's helping you because this thing over here is tearing you down to the point where it doesn't matter, You have to get at the root cause and then start healing your gut and everything basically from the ground up.
Oh, I have the chills when looking at you, because I'm going to bring it up in a second, because we had some
Okay.
challenges and we're going to dive into everything that we did
Mhm.
with her protocol, with her diet, her nutrition in a second. But I want to kind of come back around, and with all of these things going on, how did this impact your daily life? Because when we got gut issues and when we're doing all the things, we can't lose the weight and we don't feel confident in our skin.
Mhm.
I know for me, I would hide in big baggy clothes. My pants would hurt. I couldn't get food, gut health, if I was reacting to a food, off of my mind
Mhm.
24/7.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it impacts your health so much when you're not feeling well. It got to the point where several times throughout the day, or even just for hours on ends, my gut would cramp and hurt so severely that I couldn't stand up. I would have to sit down and just be hunched over in pain. If I had to stand up, because maybe I was sitting in the car and I needed to get out and go somewhere, I couldn't stand up straight. I would be hunched over. Even my family's looking at me like, "Are you okay?" Because you're kind of pale, you don't look good. I was having that several times a week. It was really impacting my life a lot, and I knew I needed to do something to help fix that for sure.
Absolutely. And how soon into actually implementing our protocol that we're going to go in a sec did you start seeing results? And what results were those that you've seen that were like your game changer?
Pretty much immediately. Since the protocol, I've been eating better and following everything that you've asked for me to do. And I literally have been feeling so much better. I haven't had any cramping. The bloating is all gone away. Literally, it's crazy. Like my stomach is like getting flat again. It's just been amazing. So yeah, just the results are almost immediate. And I was just blown away by that, honestly.
Oh my God. I get so excited because I just struggled for so long, and just I remember our day one. And even so, with all of this comes challenges. And in the beginning, you're like,
Mhm.
my man is taking my diet. We're doing it together. And he was losing all the weight fast. And you're like, Elizabeth, my scale is not moving. What is going on? I'm broke.
Mhm.
Like, kind of share with us a little bit more about the challenges, kind of mindset wise, things that were kind of feeling like you were holding back and how we overcame them together.
It's just been crazy. I had been trying to lose weight for years. and I could lose a few pounds, but then I couldn't stick to my diet because I felt like I wasn't eating enough fiber, wasn't getting enough protein. I kept struggling to try to find the right foods that would provide the fiber, that would provide the protein. Honestly, before working with you, I didn't realize how much protein I really needed to be eating. I mean, I knew I was eating protein and getting a little bit, but I had no idea how important that part of it was. So, I mean, you've really taught me so much. Just being able to, when I go out to eat, I didn't know what to choose. If I go on vacation, I had no idea what kind of foods I should be eating or gravitating toward. I would just pick, oh, whatever looks good, whether it was healthy or not. I didn't really enjoy going out to eat because I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm going to gain weight, or, I'm going to be bloated, or how's this going to affect me? And since I've been working with you, I've been able to go out to dinner, find healthy choices, feel good eating those. They're actually really yummy. I love eating healthy. That's really kind of my jam. Just the overall well-being. I have more energy, more clarity, mental clarity, less stress, less anxiety. I feel like all of it kind of like it goes together. When you're not eating right, you're not feeling right, your body is going to be telling you in little ways that there's something wrong. And then when you start to heal your body, it's amazing how quickly your body can like adapt, and really you're giving me what I need to kind of get on the right track.
I love that, because when we have the gut issues, it makes you, to me, my whole family's all into eating out, doing like everything revolves around the meal. So when you have the gut issues, you don't enjoy eating out because there's always something on the food that reacts to you. Then you're stuck eating salad. Then you're not satisfied. Everyone's drinking around you. You feel like the oddball out, and it becomes more stress. So I feel a big missing link of so many things out there is a lot of people, we don't look at the struggles when we're on our health journey. I'm going to say a health journey versus a weight loss journey, because we lost 18 pounds focusing on your health and you're eating more food. So we don't look at the struggles like eating out. So then we're focusing on the diet. We're focusing on restriction. We're thinking we have to make all these crazy recipes, spend hours of time doing meal prep in the kitchen. And then we're so stressed out about that. And that impacts our gut and our hormones. So if you don't mind, I want to break down a little bit more about what we did specifically with you. What we did with Robin is she came to me, she wanted that weight loss, but a big thing was we needed to heal the gut. The bloating was a 24/7. We had all of these different antibiotics and everything we were on. So a lot of that did the damage to the gut. You were on lower calories when you came to me, yet you wanted the weight loss. And I never push extremes with my clients. So if you come to me on lower calories, your body adapted to those. Those were your maintenance. I'm not going to take you under 1,000 calories, push for tons of cardio when we're in a state of post-menopause and cause more stress on our body. So we actually started, okay, why are we having these digestive issues? We went through a whole health history. I developed a whole protocol to correct the insufficiencies in your gut, to heal the lining of the gut. We did nothing with killing bacteria with you. All we did was we set up your gut to where it was going to be resilient. I used specific strains of bacteria to actually get to the root cause of the candida. We used different holistic modalities to get you having daily bowel movements with no laxatives. And then with your food is we got down to a very clean, anti-inflammatory diet with you. I set your macros, and every week when we were hopping on a call, we were going through every struggle, sleep, stress, cravings, mindset, eating out at restaurants. We did whole things together on this so I can teach you, and you learned all the tools about why you were having these stomach issues, how to figure out what foods were causing your issues. But the whole thing that we did over the 12 weeks is we got the inflammation down. We started getting those bowels moving, because if we have a stagnant colon, then we're having the overgrowth of that bacteria. We really want to make sure we're getting those down. But at the same time is we don't want to use the laxatives, especially things like senna, because those can turn our colon black. We don't want that. So we retrained your bowels, we got the inflammation down, and then strategically each week, I was adding in specific foods based off of if we were reactive, how our bowels were, changing our fiber, and teaching you why we were doing them so that we were able to expand your diet. We were able to actually start getting us off the cardio rower, and we got the confidence to get back into the gym, to start strength training a few times a week, to start building that lean muscle mass. And we were starting to also work on boosting that metabolism. So you're now eating more food. We got the energy back. We got the bloating away. We expanded your diet. We worked on the stress, the time blocking, everything to make this fit with your lifestyle, because you're a busy mom and you do a lot of things. You don't got time for all this other extra shit and meal prepping and all this. We made it simple. And
Yes.
we healed the gut. We expanded the diet. We got the right training for your body to not increase cortisol, to not make you so sore you can't move, the right demand. And now you're just training like 3 times a week. We got the steps moving, and we created a lifestyle that you're able to sustain while feeling good and continuing to build that metabolism.
Exactly. Exactly. And you mentioned the steps. That was one thing that you had me add in. And I'm to the point now where I'm pretty much daily walking after lunch, 8 to 10,000 steps a day. And it's been such a game changer. I had no idea how that would benefit my health. Since working with you, I've learned how that lowers your insulin levels, especially after you've eaten a meal. Just going for a simple 15, 20-minute walk, And yeah, I had always been doing the cardio, but being able to add in the weight training is a game changer for me. I mean, really, I am so excited about that journey and seeing what that's going to do for me, especially at my age. And just, I'm hoping to see some really great results. I've seen some great results over the last 3 months. I'm on a great path. I just want to keep going, really.
Can you believe you're down almost 20 pounds?
I
You
know. I
know?
feel so good. It's amazing. Like my clothes are fitting better. I've got more energy. I feel like I got a pep in my step. It's like, woo.
I love it. And how do you feel like this has impacted your life now?
It's been amazing. 100% just so much better. I can't even tell you. I'm a happier person. I'm in a better mood. I feel like I have less stress. It's amazing how just the littlest things can help you get on the right track overall. It really is.
Oh my God. I am so happy to hear that. It means the world to me. And I'm just so proud of you. I know we did the whole program. We did more just steps with you, and we didn't even add in that strength training yet, because
Yeah.
anything new, and I always say this, when we're starting something new or we're doing something different, there's always that scary learning curve in the beginning. But the things that scare us the most are the things that actually give us the biggest change and the biggest reward.
Yeah.
So you taking that journey with me was such a huge step. And I'm so honored to have done this with you. And I'm proud of you. We're strength training now. So it's like we're down 20 pounds, and now we're going to add the strength training. And I can't wait to continue to see these progress
I know, me too.
You're going to keep me updated.
Yes, absolutely.
You better. I have a question for you though, because I know you just were like, Elizabeth, fix my gut and get me to lose weight.
Yeah.
What other health benefits did you receive when doing my program that you didn't actually expect that were going to happen?
By healing my gut, just having more energy, the bowel movements regular, like we had talked about earlier, my hair actually regrowing, overall my mood. Like I said, the stress, the anxiety is going away. It's pretty much non-existent. Now, obviously, there's things that are stressful in anyone's life, but just to be able to handle that in a better way is just such a blessing.
I always say you can't get rid of the stressor, but you could change the way in which you react to the stressor. So it's all about finding the right technique that works for you to relax the stressor. For me, I like to be in control of the situation. So you know me, I'm always the game planner. When something's up, I'm like, we're creating a game plan now, so we know if worst case or best case, what's going to happen, and we got it under control, and we get that peace of mind.
Absolutely.
One other question that I had for you today is, when it comes down to it, with being a busy mom and having all these different things going on, I know a lot of women feel like when they're going to any program that they're going to have to devote so much time and it's going to be so overwhelming to it. So could you share a little bit about how we kind of made this fit? Was it overwhelming? Were you spending tons of hours? Like, what was the time commitment, or was it overwhelming for you in a sense?
It wasn't really overwhelming. It was just a change, something that you need to get used to. Previously, I ate out a lot. It's convenient. and it tastes good. But everything that I've learned through you, obviously it's expensive when you eat out. And so there's that. But just all the things that they put in fast food that aren't good for us, that we know, even though it's convenient, we really probably shouldn't be eating it. And that was a big thing for me, cutting that out, although it was a time saver to do it. So it did take a little bit more time to meal prep and to make meals at home, but honestly saved so much money. There wasn't as much waste. I felt like if I ate out, sometimes I'd bring home leftovers. Even if we cooked at home and it was something it wasn't good for me, we would have so much food left over, we'd end up throwing it out. Eating this way, eating the whole foods, we're preparing exactly what we need to eat every single meal. And there's so little waste. And so just the fact that it's cheaper overall as opposed to going out, I'm not wasting food, and it tastes better. And all the things that you gave me, the spices, the oils, all the things to mix with the foods made it taste so good. Like, I love eating all the things that you've given me to eat. Like, it is so amazing. I just feel like this is really like a lifestyle thing. It's not a diet. It's not something I'm just going to do for a little while. I want to do this forever. Like, I love this. I love feeling better, being healthy, getting down to the weight that I feel like is going to be best for me. I love it. Overall, it's just been amazing. Such an amazing journey. I can't even tell you.
For all the women out there going through peri and postmenopause or had the hysterectomy, how do you feel like my program specifically kind of hit those areas, helping you lose the weight when you were trying all of the things? Because I know it's easy to feel frustrated when we hit these times and we don't know where to go, if we need to fast more, do more cardio or body build. We're kind of stuck in that.
Yeah. I think as your body matures and we start going through that time, you don't know what your body needs. There's a lot of hormone issues going on, a lot of things that are going kind of crazy in your body, and it can cause you to gain weight. I felt like that was something that was an issue for me as well. But I think just anyone out there going through that, just have the confidence to know that when you eat properly, your body has the ability to produce the hormones to help regulate things even better, and to help you feel calmer and less stressed. And you're going to get to the point where you can lose the weight. And what's crazy is, like you said, I'm eating more now than I did prior to working with you. And because it's the whole foods and you have them put together in a way that is so healthy and beneficial, that it's just allowed me to eat more and still continue to lose weight. I'm fueling my body, and it's been amazing.
You're not what you eat. It's the way in which we eat the food.
Absolutely.
I love that. And for anyone kind of going through that similar position right now, they've got the gut issues, they have all these kind of health underlying issues starting to pop up at them, or they can't lose the weight. What advice would you give them?
I would just say, start obviously working with you. You've got the education, you're smart, you're knowledgeable, you're caring, and you can show anyone how to change their diet and change their health. When you eat better and you feel better, you're just a better person overall. It's just a better version of yourself than you ever knew you could be.
I don't know who you are anymore from day one to where we are now. I have the chills running through my body right now because it's just your confidence around everything, around your food, around trying new things out. I just feel like you're a whole new person. And I feel like you let go of so much stress off of your plate and you're looking at life in a whole different approach, which has allowed you to reach these goals. And I feel like you believe in yourself now.
Absolutely.
I
I owe that to you. Thank you.
No, that's all you. I just gave you the tools. That's it. So I'm guessing you would definitely recommend this program to somebody else dealing with.
I would highly recommend this program. Absolutely. You've been amazing and so fun to work with. It's been a true joy.
Well, I am so grateful for you coming to me. I'm so proud of you. We're down only 20 pounds because we're going to build some more muscle. We're still going and we're doing it. And we're doing it in a way that you're not starving. You're not on extremes. We're going to the bathroom. We got to the root cause of the gut. We didn't go crazy killing on shit because we didn't need to. And you feel good again. And that's the key. We got to get out of metabolic chaos and get us feeling balanced.
Absolutely. Yes, thank you.
Well, thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely, my pleasure. We're in this together, and I'm ready to see where we can go from this. 3 more months from now, 6 more months from now, how am I going to look? How am I going to feel? I'm so excited.
This transformation is proof that real change is possible. Whether you've been struggling with weight loss, battling low energy and cravings, or feeling stuck in frustration, it's never too late to turn things around. And you can do this too. If you're tired of starting over, frustrated with slow progress, or just ready to feel in control and confident with your health and in your body, our 90-day whole body transformation is here to guide you step by step. This isn't about quick fixes or extreme plans. It's about learning how to fuel your body so cravings don't control you. Building strength and muscle with workouts that you actually enjoy, and addressing the root causes like gut and hormone imbalances so that you can finally see real permanent progress. Click the link in the description so you can learn how you can lose fat and keep it off for good, feel energized and confident in your body, and finally achieve results that last.